will not be careful. I know I spoke about certain gang members. They were mostly Crips or people related to Crips that I experienced around me at that hotel, who, and it made me wonder, for how long have they been doing this, where they were using these devices and frequencies to make people feel afraid. And I have no fear of anybody. You could be an 8'6" fucking black Crip, show up at my door and say, put your hands up and I will take a hit from you, and get knocked the fuck out just to say that I did. You know what I mean? I don't know what your organization was like years ago, but you fucking foul now. And I want to get into some shit. You don't like that certain people, they don't fear you. See, even I remember when I was in high school and stuff, that you heard this and it was like, oh, Crips. Now that you're laughing stock. It's a front. People don't take you seriously. I don't believe Bloods will work. I don't believe anybody will work with you, and that's why you're angry. I'm not sure if it was always all black, but I believe it is now. And you betray each other. I don't think that the Crips exist anymore, to tell you the truth. Let's see what's up. I want to get some white cards for this. I don't want to shake the laptop. Excuse me. Yep, you're right. There is something to be said, not much, for a group of people who bully. These are the ones, I believe, who created the gang stalking. It just fits. And while other people were incorporated, usually it's this false sense of, well, we'll give you this. We'll get some rappers involved and we'll pay you to attack our targets. And some of you did, and some of those people are dead and burning. Others are in jail because you attacked a good person for a group of shitty ass fucking people who didn't like you unless you were black. See, once you realize these people don't even like themselves for who they are, it's hard to feel like they're going to like you when you have different skin. Doesn't matter what kind of skin it is. They don't like the skin they're in. I couldn't believe, because I feel, and when I feel it is, I couldn't believe when I felt that there were supposed to be hardcore gang members around me pushing buttons and trying to make me feel afraid because they have never experienced a fearless woman like this. I mean, fearless. Some of them experienced some things with me in the past, whether they remember it or not, and they tried that shit on me before and it didn't work. It'll never work. I'm fearless. You know why? It's not just because of who I am as a being. I just don't have any fucking fear of people who bully. You could be 12 feet tall and you're still going to be seen as a pussy to me if I found out that you gang stalked or bullied somebody for no fucking reason. And then on top of it, tried to push buttons or put a frequency around somebody so that they feel fear and anxiety. And then that turned into an even lower thing here, as if you could get any lower. Now we're going to make it seem like, I told you how they'll surround you and they'll make sure that it's known. Like they'll pay attention while they're stalking and spending all of their time watching you instead of focusing on their own lives. And then now they'll have somebody that's hacking their shit because they're focusing on you. It's just real sloppy. But they'll make sure that there's an acknowledgement where you pay, feeling, right? Now they're attacking someone who goes by feeling, and they can pay attention. They think they're siphoning this energy. Feel this. Watch this. They're going to push a button, right? I'm going to push it in my mind. And then this is what happens. You'll feel it. It feels that nervous feeling like you just lost your wallet, right? That feeling that comes over you. But it feels more sexual. It's not necessarily sexual. It's just a reaction to something. It's your body having, it's the fight or flight response that you have. They think that it's them tapping into your energy. I want to explain to people how you had no idea what you were fucking doing, okay? You thought that you were getting a reaction out of somebody with this telepathy thing that was never really involved. See, us mediums very rarely have even pre-thoughts. We are just empty vessels when it comes to thought. And then once people realize this, they stop believing that other people were saying things and starting problems. I can't believe all the fights and all the death that happened over telepathic communication. It's embarrassing. And I do believe that it's mostly Crips. that allowed this, because you're angry people, and you want a reason to be angry. If you don't have a reason when you wake up to be angry, you will look for one. At one point, there were some people in my personal life that I thought would have made good Crips, but but we'll see. I'm hopeful. And then they will push a button around you. If you say you're watching TV and some kids show up, you could be on a first date. They'll follow you at a table on your first date and push buttons. If a kid walks by and you look at a child, they'll push the button, and now the person you're on a date with thinks you're attracted to children. It's just real fucking low, and nobody respects you. Nobody. You don't respect yourself. Earth sign sister. Let's find out what's up with the earth sign sister. I'm going to flip some letters out. It's very different than NWA times. It very much is LISN. I see Lindsay. So we're going to go with that. Lindsay. I see BC and FN. So you put that together. This could be a Buck or a Buckley or something like that. It doesn't have to be, but what happened? What's up with this earth sign sister? Waves. Somebody drowned in the ocean. I think somebody said that they were using a surfboard or something like that. What's with the bison again? Am I missing something? I gotta pause this. I can't stand it anymore. There's something here about the meat. Cows. Bison burgers. Oh my God, they're forcing cannibalism, and it's Crips doing this shit. There will be a war against black people. I said this before, and then I couldn't figure out why I was saying it, but when I say it is, this is already predestined. I said you're a cursed species. And since none of you really seem to care about getting yourselves out of it, whether you are the doomed or you are a younger black person that is following the traits and you move like you're not, but your disposition and your demeanor says differently. They could be putting things this was reminding me of fast food, how there are a lot of black people working fast food places, and this is where they're hitting. But here's the thing, a lot of black people eat fast food. So if you're putting shit in the food to attack people in some way, a lot of your people are now enraged or feeling the effects of this, because us white people are privileged. We don't have to eat dollar menu stuff. Isn't that true? We can get the $5.99 because we're white. This wave with the bison, somebody said that it was a strong wave, or they were on a boat or something, and I have a feeling that was a lie. This seems like a big deal. This could be a Black Panther. I know you don't like me, and I don't like you either, but it doesn't stop me from putting information out. I don't know if you deserve it, but it looks like if this is a daughter or your sister, right, she could be a Bellows house, a William. Transform with Raven. Does she have a Raven tat or something like that? All right, that's that. They just wanted me to put that out there. And I think they just want you guys to know that some of you are sophisticated and distinguished gentlemen. I don't feel too much of that from the women. I feel like you mimic the gentleman. It bothers me that I have this feeling about black people, because I believe that I spent time with some of you in the past and that we got along, but I also believe that you have a hard time being honest about how you feel about certain people. You will, when you stand with that person, you are a man of valor and genteel. When that person leaves and someone says how they really feel about them, you just kind of go with the flow. We would rather you just be honest all the time about how you feel about us, and we'll be honest. See, you guys, you're honest about how you feel about white people. You've said you thought we were privileged. You said you thought that we were the only slave masters, and that could only create hatred. But you don't hear this from the white people's end, though. You don't hear people bad mouthing black people consistently. I don't bad mouth you. I say what I need to say because it was primarily black people targeting me, and I don't resent you for it. I don't have any respect for you. And I am the creator. There's no doubt about that. So your creator doesn't have any respect for you. And right now you're going to smile, but it's going to hit you hard eventually. And it may be when you're actually burning from the sun, you're cooking like bacon, and you're calling out for me. And I'm just not there. I'm busy. Exactly. Let's find another message real quick for somebody else. Let's find another message real quick for somebody else, please. They think you're stuck up because you don't want to spend time with them anymore. Well, that may be true. It's easier just, somebody said this to you, it's easier just to say, I'm stuck up. You're right. Don't deny it. That's supply. And they don't spend time with us anymore. Fluidity. You used to come by once in a while. That's what they need. It's your fluidity was their supply. This was, I stop over a coffee once in a while, or I stop by your work. I don't feel like it was appreciated when I did come by. You only notice when I'm not around. That's weird. Yeah, this is your family or people in your community, or even whatever this group is. It looks like, why aren't you spending time with them anymore? Oh, because these are lesson learner males from that you dealt with. These are friends of yours from the past, it feels like. I don't have anything in common with you. Why is this? Did we ever have anything in common? Right? This is a woman who had male friends, it feels like. I'm aging with you. I also see that whether you're a man or a woman, you don't spend time with these guys anymore because they have connected themselves with miserable women. You're becoming miserable like your wives. Yeah, these are, even your wife, like the wife used to be beautiful, the two of you are aging horribly. What's going on here? Are you messing with black magic? Are you trying to make me feel bad about not spending time with you because you need my hair? You need me to eat some of your food? This guy's always got a freaking camera next to him, so somebody could always have their phone out where I don't want to be recorded. I feel it. I can feel when I come around you and we sit down, the way that you have your phone is like you're trying to record me or catch me up in something. Excuse me. I'm listening to a frequency 1182 to desensitize me because they like to attack my private parts and shit. I just don't understand why. These are probably Crips too, but they incorporated some crackers along the way so that they could say that we fell for it. I fall for it every single day, all day, and I am crazy, officially. Yeah, it's 1181 hertz. La-di-da. Ah, man, and I honestly think that you can tell these are women who, I mean, you're drinking, holy shit, the drinking and the drugs, so you must be sober. I'm getting there. But I don't have to explain why I'm not spending time with you if you can't acknowledge it, but they can tell, they know that the rumor mill. You're gonna tell me that you guys aren't, there's no rumors about me getting sober? There's always rumors about me. You always know what's going on in my life except for when it's things like this. Now all of a sudden, I didn't hear anything. I didn't know. I mean, and then they'll look at you and make it seem like you don't look any different, you know? It'll be that, what? Then this is when you force them to speak. What? You don't what? Nothing. No. I want you to say it. What were you going to say? Don't say it for them. Make them feel uncomfortable, like they're trying to make you feel uncomfortable. K-E. Okay. You could have done something to your hair too. It's like, you know, be you. You never acknowledge anything good. You don't give me compliments. What am I coming around here for? I mean, I can just as easily, literally, and I guess metaphorically, I can beat myself up. I can put myself down. That's what you feel when you're around these people. I feel put down, let down, and I don't feel happy. Are you telling them this though? Because I feel like somebody claims to be an understanding woman, okay? This could be an Aries woman, but she's a heavy fucking drinker. I know that you say, like, I'll understand, just tell me. So then I tell her, right? I tell you what's going on, and I say it with Pat, you can tell that I'm serious. And then what happens? You tell me I'm cheesy, or you don't take it seriously, or you snap back at me with the alligator. As much as I love being in this environment, because I think at one point you could have been an addict, or you just felt differently about yourself, and this was a comfort thing for you. Like, I like being around this. They gossip. This feels like the gossip circle. It feels a lot of feminine, but with males. I almost saw Wagon with WGN, Ben, and Gwen. And the BQ, this could have even been a barbecue, where like I went over to the barbecue and I sat by myself. And I could hear, now that I can hear telepathically, I can't be around you anymore. Look at how they're looking at this person through fence holes and shit. I mean, do you have people spying on you? Because I when you go to these things now, you're just different. I move different, and I don't converse with everybody like I used to. I don't go walk around and say hello. Even if it's your own function, I just feel like you're a little more closed off just because of things you're finding out and just the changes that are happening in your life. But they don't like the fact that you don't require attention from them. They want you to need their attention the way that they need yours. And I just feel like I don't think you're having sex either. I think that I'm done with having sex. That was keeping me stuck and shit. And these people could all be kind of just screwing each other. And I feel like some friends are screwing other friends' wives, and some guys are getting down with shit. And I don't know, whatever this is, you moving away. I need a peaceful life. I do. I mean, at some point, it's like we got along, but now like, we get along a little bit, and then there's ultimately an argument. I say something, it triggers some of you. You know, I say something truthful about your marriage. I can't even make a fucking joke. I can't give you advice. You don't take it as advice. You take it as a goddamn insult. I don't know what happened, if you were replaced. I don't know if these nanobots are affecting you, but I can't do it. Why do I feel like it's not that easy with these people? Wow. There are many people who feel entitled to someone else's life. I don't mean taking it. I mean that I feel entitled to watch you, to spy on you, to know where you're at. It's real weird. I own you type of thing. EKB, everybody killer. A group of shavs that think they are bad. Okay. Evil Black EBK, that's not it. EKB it is. Why do I feel like this is going to be a problem? What do I want to get here? Oh God, do you have to go over there to grab some of your stuff? Balan. Focus on listening instead of speaking and observing. This comes out a lot. That's what he was doing. I'm observing now. I'm just watching things, and sometimes I wish that I wasn't the observer that I've become now, because what I'm seeing I can't unsee. Did I read this one in its entirety? A ram, a bull, and a man. I'm telling you, somebody's either an Aries or a Taurus. or you're just a very strong presence. If you're a woman and you're this person dealing with this, it's your ability to just completely cut people off and walk away from things. If I don't have it, I deal with it till I have it again. They don't have that ability. You're being hated on because of abilities that don't have anything to do with making money even. See, at some point it's like, I'm mad that you have a skill where you have more things than I do. Now you could be losing everything. I thought that maybe we would find some common ground because I'm losing everything now for once, you know? This is a guy or a woman who accepted the fact that I'm losing because, whatever this because is for you. That's not good enough. The hawk. They watch you like a hawk, but you become the hawk in the way that you're observing things, and I'm not sure where you're watching them to. You could be breaking some spiritual boundaries as well, and there is karma when you do this shit. Learn how to be invisible. Is that what you're doing? When I don't come around, it's because I don't want to come around. That this isn't a person that used to speak up for themselves, and I think that this is also throwing this group off. Did you hear what they said? They said this, now they sound like Philly. Good. Everybody should sound like me. I'm one of the very few people who just really says it like it is in every situation, and we need more people like this. People who aren't afraid to speak. And even when you feel like speaking up may get you thrown out, fired, saying the right thing, because it'll come around where you need that, and nobody will speak up for you. This could be that person. They took advantage of the fact that you were a defender or a protector, but I think you were defending and protecting the wrong people, and that's another reason why you started losing. I don't hate talking to you, but they do. And somebody said that. I don't hate having conversations with you. Why would you say that? I didn't ask you if you did. Now I feel like you do. That's you telling me that you do. You just brought it up. I didn't ask. Do you see why? See, the more that you point out things and say, do you see, this is another reason why, they get more angry. They wanted you to have no reasons whatsoever. Like, you smashed my windshield with a baseball bat when I was here last time. Oh, that's your reason? Okay, well then here we go again, and this is somebody's story. You used the same bat and hit me over the friggin' back. Okay, so we got two. Oh my God, the narcissism here. Pisces. This is somebody who just stays in meditation all the time. I'm in another realm. This is how I deal with this shit. I feel like somebody's your sleep schedule's off because you're psychic. You have some type of connection. It's like, I can't just be, I'm not on a schedule like you guys are. Even if these people are on workers' comp, all right, or they just don't work. Their schedule is we get together and we talk shit and we knock other people because we're not happy about where we're at in life. And this person doesn't like doing that. I think that they accepted it, or they joined in, or they just dealt with it, and they don't have to deal with it anymore for whatever reason. They don't have to. They don't want to. You can pick up on lies with this High Priestess and Seven of Swords shit. Like, I can't. What do you want me to do? Something happened, right? Something happened where now I'm fully aware, and I can see, I can feel when you're lying, and I can see your phoniness, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, with the judgment, and you judge others while you sit there and drink. Some of you are drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning, and you're talking about another person being at the bar twice this week at night. Yeah, it's frustrating for this person. So I feel like you're not saying things the way it needs to be said. You're trying to sugarcoat something that needs to be said abruptly.